Hello, welcome to Blue Talk. Today we're talking about police leadership and how not to fail. So you're going to utilize three leadership styles. There's three styles of leadership. One's authoritative, which is barking orders at your subordinates. The next is delegative, which is using your other leaders to help accomplish a mission. And then participative, which may be the most important of all. But a great leader will utilize all three of these leadership styles. Okay? If you want success, you'll use all three of those styles. It's that easy. Participative, delegative, and authoritative. Now, there's a lot of traits that go along with being a good leader, and I've narrowed it down to 6. The first one's integrity. It's the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles and being morally upright. Confidence, absolutely important. It's a feeling of self-assurance, and you're confident and appreciative of your qualities and abilities. And the next one's going to be fairness. You've got to be fair with your employees. You should treat them all the same, and you should have a good reward system as well as a punishment system that work well together. The next one is communication. Absolutely important. Okay, you need to clearly communicate your vision to your team and tell them the strategy to achieve the goal. Positive attitude, very difficult in our business. I get that. Have a positive attitude. And a positive attitude is nothing more than the state of mind that envisions and expects favorable results. Okay? And a problem solver. You have to have the willingness to try to do new things. Research your issue and create a plan to accomplish the mission. Okay? So those are the 6 traits of a good leader, and I gave you the 3 leadership styles. So think about this. If you're a leader already or you're going to become a leader, it's time to think about these things to help implement them. Okay, we got a whole bunch of a few things to talk about that I want to add into the leadership aspect. I need you to remember that people don't quit jobs, they quit bosses. So if you're the boss that's constantly having problems with a lot of your employees, maybe it's you. Time to look at yourself and do some research on good leadership and good leadership qualities. So remember, people do not quit jobs, they quit bosses. Most leaders believe that people work for them. Get that thought out of your head. People now are your employees. When you become a leader, you now work for them. I know it's hard to believe, but that is the mindset you need to have. I'll give you a quick story. I noticed one of my officers at one time, his police boots were they were just old, and the rubber was breaking away from the leather. And I said, "Hey, you want to get some new shoes or what? What's going on?" Because we were talking about getting our clothing allowance. Anyways, it wasn't time for clothing allowance or anything else. But what I did was I noticed the problem, and I wanted to make sure he had what he needed. So I told him, "Hey, go pick out a pair of shoes. We'll get it taken care of, and we get it done." That's just little things. Your job is now to take care of them. You work for them. Get that mindset in your head. Way too many leaders out here think that, hey, I'm a boss now. I'm going to sit on my ass, and I don't have to work for anybody. You should be asking your officers, hey, what do you need? You should have conversations with your officers. It doesn't matter what rank you are. That's part of that participative leadership. It's not just going out there and taking a report for your guys when he's eating lunch. It's, hey, what do you think about this? What's your ideas and what's your thoughts? They feel included. They feel part of the team. The problem is in the police world, everybody's against everybody. The news media is against us. The people, some of them are against us. Our own leadership is against us. I know an officer who is so worried about his leadership at work that he records everything from the time he comes on shift to the time he goes home. He keeps it in his pocket. That is not a way to live. And if you're a leader who's doing this type of leadership, making it a miserable place to work, you need to readdress things because you're part of the problem. Okay? So if you see other leaders in your agency that are doing that, it might be time to pull them to the side, put the snake on the table, and talk about it because it's killing your agency. It's killing your morale and your motivation. Hey, you can't fake experience. I've came across many situations where I didn't know the answer. What I do is I lean on my colleagues. I'll call friends that have been a cop a long time, and I'll ask them questions, and I'll get an answer. If I don't know an answer, I'm honest. That goes back to your integrity. You know what? I don't know the answer to that. What do you think? And problem solve together. Use your officers. You're allowed to be wrong. Just face up to it when you are. So you can't fake experience. Don't fake it. If you don't know something, you don't know it. That's a respectable quality. Okay? Ego. Let's talk about your ego. In the history of ego has never helped. It will not help you. Ego and pride. Neither one of them are going to help you. In the history of ego and pride, it's never helped. It's only hurt. So if you have a really big ego that needs stroked because you're a leader, you need to tone it down. You need to figure out a way. You can fix yourself. A lot of people said, hey, leaders are born. You can't teach a leader. And I think you're wrong. A great leader can be made. They just have to focus on those 3 leadership styles and the traits that I was just talking about. It's really not rocket science. The other thing I wanted to talk about, so I got ego out there. Make sure you get rid of that ego. It's killing your agency. It's killing you. Promote positivity. So that goes back to a positive attitude. It's one of your traits that I want you to focus on. Try to have a positive attitude. I get it. It's not easy. But that stuff is infectious. If you come in and you're motivated, your guys are looking to you as a leader. Okay? So try to have a positive attitude every day and promote that positivity. So let's go over a quick recap, because I know if these things get too long, you won't even click on them and watch them because your attention span is small. So if you're sitting in your cruiser right now or at home, thank you for watching this video. And once again, I'd like some comments, your feedback on these, on what I put together here for you. So let's go over it again. 3 leadership styles: participative, delegative, and authoritative. Those are the 3 leadership styles. Utilize all 3. You'll be a happier leader. Your traits: you got to have good communication. You got to have a positive attitude. You got to be a problem solver. You've got to have integrity. You have to have all these things, okay? And focus on them. Focus on those traits. A couple other of those traits are confidence, and the last one is fairness. So integrity, confidence, fairness, communication, problem solving, and a positive attitude. Those are your 6 traits you need to work on, and your 3 leadership styles. Get rid of your ego. If you have a big ego, it's not easy to fix, but work on it. You should be able to talk to your guys. You should be able to work for them. They don't work for you. So you need to have that mindset going in to your job. All right, that's just quick, fast, and effective, quick leadership thing today. Feel free to subscribe, and if you have any comments, feel free to get at me and leave me a comment down there. All right, be safe out there.